I'm at Bird Island Park in Ponte Vedra with RE/MAX specialist Maria Raymer. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Jordan.
And today we're talking about the benefits of home ownership. So even during a hot market, you're saying it's still a good investment.
Yeah, it really is, because that's the #1 way people build wealth in America is home ownership. So that's very important, not only for you, but for the future generations, because this wealth passes on for generations to come. So those are great reasons in itself just to buy a home.
But there are several others. You have other benefits.
Yes. Well, most of the time what people do is they start with a small starter home.
Right.
And over the years, your needs change, your family may grow, you might want more square footage, and you're looking for that dream home. Well, what is a better way to do that than to gain equity in this first home and then utilize that to purchase your next home.
Right.
So you're building the wealth to be able to turn it into a bigger real estate investment when the time comes.
And you're talking about equity. I mean, how much do you think it'll go over? What do we expect buyers to see over the next 5 years?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I do have a lot of people that are thinking, maybe I should sit on the fence.
Right.
The market's so hot. What goes up must come down.
Exactly.
And it doesn't always work that way. So it's going to simmer down, but that doesn't equal rolling backwards. It doesn't equal a crash. So if you look at it in that way, it's going to grow in the next few years. Normal, healthy appreciation is somewhere between 3 and 5%. So we've had much higher than that. Nationally, this year is somewhere around 12%.
Oh, wow.
But the top 100 economic forecasters are saying that after this year, it's going to slow down the appreciation level. So it'll roll into next year about 6%. The year after that, they're thinking somewhere around 4.5%. And the following couple years between 4.5 and 3.5%. So looking at that 5-year picture, that still equals gains over 5 years. So for example, if you have a $350,000 home and you have that average level of appreciation throughout the next 5 years, that's $111,000 in equity you've built.
Oh, wow. Thanks for doing the math for us.
Yeah.
Because that really, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know, most people wouldn't just save $111,000 in their savings account in 5 years. But this is kind of a forced savings in a way. And as long as the equity is growing, you're going to gain from that. So sitting on the sideline will actually cost you money, because that just gave them 111,000 great reasons to buy a house now to gain and capture over the next 5 years that level of appreciation. So waiting is really not going to benefit you. And even as the market simmers down a little bit and appreciation isn't as high in the years going forward, it's not like the prices we're at now roll back. They stay at that 12% and then get the 6% gain and the 4.5% gain and the 3.5% gain. So you're all the while gaining, meaning if you wait, you're going to pay much more money for a house next year, the year after that, the year after that. So it's better to be positioned in that equity investment now.
That is such good information, because I don't really understand it like that, but the way you just broke it down, I mean, made it so easy, and it's good to look at the big picture versus it's going to cost too much right now. So let's say someone's interested and they want to get in touch with you. How do they do that?
They go to mariaraymer.com and reach out to me there, and I'd be happy to help them and kind of recap on this and, you know, discuss the opportunities of buying a home now.
In a hot market, still a good option. Thank you so much for your time today. It was good to see you. And if you'd like to see this segment again, head on over to firstcoastliving.net.